Hey guys, it's your girl Deja and welcome to my channel. We are officially in 2026. With that being said, 2026 rebrand is about to take full effect. I waited till January 1st to do everything that I wanted to do, including my vision board, my quarterly calendar, my punch cards for 2026. I wanted to start my year with that stuff instead of ending 2025 with all of that, if that makes sense. So we are up. Just went to 7 Brew and got my coffee. Y'all, I needed this. I got a iced banana bread blondie. Need caffeine. I'm gonna run to Hobby Lobby though because I need a vase for my room, so we're gonna go on a little side quest to Hobby Lobby. But once I finish that, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna show you guys how I put together my punch cards, my vision board. I made it. I picked up a couple of things. So these like pieces for my punch cards. I got the heart ones, cute. Then I got a hole puncher because I'm not 100% sure where mine is. And then I found this thing where it like different designs for the corner. So punch, like the corners of the punch card cute. So that's what I picked up. I'm still looking for a vase though. So we're about to keep looking for a vase. This is all the vases. I wanted something like a bottom. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with this one because I'm just sticking it like corner of my room with some flowers that I've had for like a while now. They're collecting dust. They need to go somewhere. So I think I'm gonna go with this black one. Y'all, it is cold out there, but I got all my stuff from Hobby Lobby. I ended up only spending like $26 on everything, which is not bad, which is why I love Hobby Lobby down. So I'm gonna go home. It's some stuff I have to throw away because I have been deep cleaning for like the last 2 weeks, cleaning out my closet, cleaning out of my old hair products I really don't need anymore. I kept like my hair flat irons and stuff for my mom, but other than that, like I don't need a lot of hair products. So it's still like things that need to go out, so I'm gonna take those out. An old light in my room needs to go out, so I'm gonna work on that.
I can walk me wiggle around, look at them drooling. Niggas, they ain't used to the sound, I keep them moving on. The ladies, put your hands on that.
All right, I'm home. This is the vase I ended up getting, and here's a bunch of flowers I got from Hobby Lobby like a year ago, y'all. I was cleaning up my room and found them. It was gonna be for a photo shoot I was doing, but the photo shoot never happened. So I'm gonna put these in the vase and we're gonna see how it turns out. When I had like roses, so like some artificial roses and some pink ones. I don't know if I'm gonna use the pink because it really doesn't go with everything else in my room. Everything else in my room is literally black, white, and cheetah print. So I think I'm gonna do the black and the white and we're gonna see how it comes out. Okay, so this is how it came out. I'm still gonna have to play around with it because like I would roses to kind of a little bit more. We gonna play around with it, but this is the general idea. Just wanted to be able to use these. So this how, ignore this card, I'm trying to get rid of it. Literally this heat press thing is so freaking heavy that until I throw it away I can't even begin to try to get rid of this card thing. But that is my goal for the new year, is to get rid of it, hopefully this weekend. So when it's gone, my plan is to put the vase like cat corner mirror right here. That's the vibe. So I got an Amazon package while I was gone. I made an Amazon purchase yesterday. I am trying to cut back on my spending in the new year. That's one of the things I'm focusing on. So I made like one last good purchase yesterday before the new year rang in. It's more to this, that just hasn't came yet. And I had a gift card for Christmas. So first I got these Ocean Spray water packets. The medication I'm currently on, which I want to talk about later on in this video because it has to do with one of my goals, makes my mouth so dry. And I hate the way regular water tastes by itself, but I love cranberry juice. So I got the Ocean Spray water packets. They come in white cran peach, I think it's cran grape, and cran, we're gonna open them because I don't remember what the other flavor was, and white cran strawberry. So it's 2 white cran strawberry, one white cran peach, and 1 cran grape. and it's 10 sticks in each one, so it'll last me a little while. Hopefully I'm drinking like almost four of things a day, which means I constantly have to pee, y'all. it's gonna be touch and go. Drill thing, I have like literally classic like run-of-the-mill file and going ham on my nails. This was on my wish list for Christmas, but it came with the drill little you can change out, and extra little sand pieces. So I'm gonna probably play around with it, not this week but next week, because my nail set is pretty new. I just did these 2 days ago. And then finally I got this from my Osmo, which is what I'm filming on today. It is the little adapter piece to transfer stuff from the SIM card to your phone. When I had my 14, I had this, just it was the wrong end piece. Now that I have a 16 on my phone doesn't need the USB-C. I'm gonna try this. Personally, I haven't felt like it was a big difference, but a lot of people are saying when you transfer your videos from your Osmo via the app to your phone, it messes with the quality, and the quality looks a lot better when you transfer it from the SIM card to the phone. So I'm going to be trying that to see if I notice a difference. I'm thinking maybe I didn't notice a difference because I've only ever transferred on my Osmo through the app to my phone. So we're going to see if there's a difference. If not, if it's not, this was only like $10, so I'm not going to be too upset about it, but we going to see. And that's everything that came in. All right, so this is everything I bought to prep myself for the new year. So first I got myself a new notebook. It just has paper plans on it. I got this from Target, and it also has a little band on it for you to place it on a specific page that you're on and everything like that. I try to get a notebook every year, even when I'm not like doing a plan or thing for a new year. I always get a brand new notebook just to write stuff, and like sometimes you just gotta write stuff. So I got that. Then I also got 2 different trifold boards. So I got this standard one, also from Target, bigger one that is a foam board, and my plan for this one is to open it up and the center be like all the personal stuff from my vision board, like self stuff. I also bought these tiny sticky notes for my calendar to be able to put stuff down without having to like write it on the board, because that's wonky. And then I also got these glue sticks. I got them from Hobby Lobby to glue everything down. Usually I use tape, but glue just seemed like such an easier option this year. A lot of the stuff I'm going to be doing is going to be in Canva. I will attach everything onto the screen and kind of give you a guide or for you to do it as well. So first we're gonna start with my punch cards. So I went into Canva, just looked for, I typed in punch cards or loyalty cards, anything like that, to give me a basis to go off of. And then from there I began customizing it. So I kind of know what type of punch cards I want to do. I did this based off of what I already had planned for the new year, XYZ. So I'm going to have punch cards that are based on a couple of things. So books, the number of books I read. Over the past couple of years, read a lot of books. This year was just not a good reading year for me. And I know in the new year, I want to prioritize reading for fun instead of reading to hit this goal that I've like set up for myself. The last couple of years, it's like 100 books or 80 books and this and and I just could not hit that this year. Like I did not have the time. So a punch card that'll be like a little bit more simple. It might be like 15 books max to help me realize, like, for fun, read the stuff that actually excites me. Next is pounds. I'm trying to lose weight in the new year. I'm currently 245. My goal is to get to 190. So I am going to put different pounds on the punch card and punch it off like every time I lose that amount. That's the goal. Then I'm trying to work out 2 times a week. This is so hard for me because I want to work out at home, but like I would have to lock the dogs up. And then I don't really like going to the gym, but I do have a gym membership. So I'm trying to find a good compromise between the two going into the new year. I'm thinking one day at home, one day at the gym to start off. Next one is hair dye. I dye my hair so much. I literally just dyed my hair 2 days ago. But this is the color I'm trying to keep minimum at 6 months. I need to stop dyeing my hair for 6 months. And every month that I get past not dyeing my hair, I'm going to punch it off. I started my sourdough starter. If you follow me on TikTok, I am on today is day 6 of my sourdough starter. So loaves of bread. Once my sourdough is ready, I genuinely make bread. Like, I don't want it to just sit in the corner and go waste and not be a thing that I'm genuinely using. So loaves of bread, I'm probably going to do like 10 maybe, and punch it off every time. I'm low TikTok followers. My goal for 2026 is to at least hit 50K. I'm going to put like 5K, 10, and like let it add up. YouTube videos, not YouTube followers. So it's not even about growing my YouTube like subscription wise, but actually filming long range videos, editing long videos, being able to post them. So I'm probably going to do like 10 or so blocks for YouTube, punch those off, and then like TV shows. So this is what I'm doing different. It's a lot of shows that I have not watched, y'all. Y'all are going to judge me, but it's a lot of shows that I have never watched. So I'm going to actually put the tab is going to actually say the show, and I'm going to check them off. One of them is Stranger Things. It just finished. So I'm finally going to watch all of it. Okay. It's a couple more shows that I'll add, but yeah, that's how I'm doing my punch cards, and I'm going to Canva to do that. Okay. So now I'm in Canva. I pretty much just found a template to use and deleted what I didn't need to start with something simple. So from there, I know I need 8 things. So I need 8 punch cards. So I'm just going to copy and paste everything just so it's 8. So that's 4 on this slide. And then I'm just going to duplicate the pages. So that's 8 altogether. Now I'm going to start messing around with the colors because I personally want all my punch cards to look different. So I'm going to make this one like an orangey. Okay, so now they're all 4 colors. I'm going to start with the top one, which will be my books one. So I'm going to leave this font that was already here for the books one. I just don't want to change it. The other ones are probably all different, but for this first one, I'm just going to leave the font. Books. I'm going to put how many books have I read? I'm just going to center it. And this is when you can start getting creative. I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to type in books, see what little pictures or graphics I can get. And kind of, so like this is cute. The little thingy. So I'm just making it smaller. The capybara, that's what it is. And kind of like just place him, add like up stuff. Anything that's cute, quirky, make these to you. Like these aren't for anybody else but you, so kind of just them the way you want. Little flower one fine. So you can make it whatever color you want. I'm just going to do this dark blue, and I'm going to size them however fits the page best. And for books, I said I was going to do like 10 or so. So let's see how many we can fit. So now it's for each book. Now you can add to this if you want. You can put numbers there. You can put maybe a little book thing in it. I'm going to probably put a little book image in each dot. So now I have how many books have I read punch card. Now this is a personal preference. You don't have to do this if you don't do, but I'm going to duplicate the words and pull them to the bottom and give myself a prize or something for completing the punch card, just like you would with a regular punch card from a business. So prize, and I'm gonna put trip to Barnes and Noble is bottom. And so once I complete the punch card, I'll go get a new book. But that's it. Of course, you can add more like razzle dazzle to it if you want. I'm probably going to add more stuff to it just because I like making it as personalized and as cute as possible. So I'm probably going to keep adding some stuff just to make it a cute little thing. But once you kind of have a base of how you want it to look like that, I'm going to add like some sparkles or something. But this is how the first punch came out, and you pretty much are going to do that for every single one. So I'm going to go in and finish the rest of mine, and I'll show you what it looks at that. Okay, so I finished my punch cards. All of them are done. I added a little pizzazz. So from here, I'm going to go print them out to my printer really quickly, and then we're going to cut them out. All right, so I finished up, and now I'm just printed everything out. Came out, I didn't alter the page or anything like that. It literally printed and came out the same exact way it was on Canva. So I'm going to cut these out, and then we're going to customize them and do all the glitz and glam. Cut it. So I went and finished cutting everything out. Now I'm just going to go in with that cutesy hole puncher I got earlier from Hobby Lobby and cut the edges. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them the same or all of them different. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So this is how it came out after I punched it. Not anything dramatic, just something cute. And I'm going to do that for all of them. And after that, I can kind of just put them in whatever order I want. Like, it's really big of a deal. Okay, so I did all the corners on all of them. And I put them in whatever order just looked best to me. And I'm just going to go in with the hole puncher and punch like here-ish. That's where I'm punching at. Oh, no. There we go. Hard punch to get it all the way through. And now it's all hold in the same place. And I'm going to open my clips. And I'm literally just going to use this part of the clip and clip it on. No, I should have went high. Nope, honestly, it worked. I thought it wasn't going to work. But those are my punch cards for 2026. So I actually worked up my vision board off camera on Canva. For my vision board this year, I kind of wanted to focus more on generalized topics of things I do more than like strict things. Like, hey, I want to work out more, not hey, I want to run 5K. Because life happens, things happen. You never know what's going to happen. And I don't want to put unrealistic, unobtainable goals on my vision board. So I made it more broad, up for interpretation based on how my year is going, how my quarter is going, things like that. So I broke my vision board into 9 pillars. So first and foremost, the pillar is health and wellness. I'm not even gonna lie, I have been putting on doctor's appointments, things like that. To be fair, my mom had health issues last year and the year prior, and you would think it would have made me want to go to the doctors, but instead it kind of made me adamant that I didn't want to go to the doctors. Didn't want to risk the chance of going to the doctors, hearing some type of bad news, anything like that. So this year I am prioritizing my doctor's appointments. I actually already started putting that in motion before the new year even started. Going to my primary care doctor, getting a referral to my asthma doctor. If you follow me on TikTok, a lot of my videos, like in the background, well, not in the background, but you can literally hear me sing in some of them because of how bad my asthma has gotten. And of course, I still have an inhaler, but it's been a while and it's not working as well as it did prior. So finally putting my best foot forward to prioritize my health, my allergies. I'm literally allergic to everything. Like literally everything. I'm allergic to dogs and I have 2 days. Like I'm completely miserable in my own home. So working on that. 2 years ago, I lost one of my upper teeth. As you can see, I lost it. It was like an impact, an infection that happened and the tooth split and they ended up pulling it out. Of course they were like, we can do an implant, but I followed up with the whole implant process. And that is something I do want to achieve this year. Like, I have insurance. Well, at the time that the implant happened, I had just got kicked off my mom's dental and vision insurance. So it was more so like, I didn't have dental insurance. I really didn't want to have to put out of pocket. But now, like, I'm a grown-up with grown-up insurance, y'all. Like, I should be going to get fixed. So those are things that, like, I'm putting into motion. I'm not saying I'm going to get my implant here, but I'm going to at least price it out this year, figure out how much needs to be saved, how much my insurance costs. So if I can get it this year, that's fine. If I can't, at least I laid out the base work to getting it done. Pillar number 2 is fitness and body confidence. I am one of those people, fake it till you make it. I have been faking it till I make it for most of my life. I have not been happy with my weight since high school. I will be completely fair. Once I started birth control in high school, my weight was never the same. I went from being a full-time athlete to into my first year of college with all that stress, freshman 15, and my weight just never went back to what it was. So going into the new year, I am determined to get my weight to what I want it to be. Currently, I am 245. I was literally just weighed 3 days ago. 245. My goal weight is 190. If I can get lower than that, I really want to, but I feel like 190 is a healthy place to be. But yeah, so I actually made an appointment with my primary care doctor. She actually put me on phentermine. I've been taking it for 2 days now. It has been curbing my hunger. I haven't seen as much as the energy as they were saying I would get. I have been having symptoms like dry mouth, and everything like that. Also, on top of that, I'm getting back into the gym. I actually have a Y membership, but on top of that, I am a cheer coach. Like, I have practice 2 to 3 times a week. I should be doing some more of the workouts with the girls, which I plan on doing in the new year. So fitness and getting back my body confidence. I'm not trying to go from a size 18, 20 jean to a size 8 jean. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. But if I can at least get back to my high school weight, like, I would feel like a lot better about myself. So those are the overall for that pillar. The next pillar is faith and spiritual grounding. Again, last year, the year before, my mom was really, really sick, and it kind of it put me in a negative headspace. So going into the new year, I want to refine my relationship with God on my own terms. My dad, my mom's family, they're religious in their own like personal way. But my mom's side of the family, we never like went to church. We did Bible studies. We never had group prayer sessions. Like, we never did anything like that. But my dad's family is very, very religious. Every Sunday, like when I was there on the week, church every Sunday at my grandmother's house, Bible studies, they do monthly prayer calls and things like that. So I'm trying to find a happy medium between the two. I know that I believe in God and what he means to me, but I also know that I'm not the type of person to go to church every Sunday. If it's not my grandmother's church, I really don't want to like go. Like, not saying I don't want to be in a church, more so I would rather be in a church with my family and they're all in Jersey than be in a church just somewhere in Maryland. So I'm gonna start doing things at home to kind of further my relationship with God. Bible studies by myself on Sundays for an hour. I recently bought myself a Bible. I kind of bought myself a Bible like guide book for Black women to hopefully guide that journey. I'm looking to it. You can honestly hear me getting emotional, but I'm really looking forward to it. That's something that I really, really want to focus on in the new year. So I will be doing weekly Sunday Bibles, just me. Next, pillar number 4 is reading and creative nourishment. I am a huge reader. This year, I kind of fell off. Last year and the year before, I was reading like so much, so much. Like 80 books a year, 115 books a year. And a year, I don't want to say I dropped the ball. I just wasn't enjoying it. Like, everything that I was reading, it felt like I was reading to hit that reading goal for the year. Like, I wasn't just reading for fun. I was reading to hit that goal, and I didn't do that. So this year, I'm prioritizing books that actually excite me, not just to reach a goal. I've also been writing more. I started my own cheer program this year, and I wrote an ebook to go along with that whole process. Trying to drop the ebook this year. I have some people reviewing the first 5 chapters to see like what needs to be taken out, what needs to be added. So hopefully that gets done. But also, by writing that ebook, it also made me remember how much I loved writing when I was in high school. Like, I was that girl that was writing short stories and everything like that. So I have some novel ideas and I finally want to start getting them onto paper. Again, the goal is to start the novel, not to publish the novel. Like, I can start and not publish to 2029, but putting myself with the new year, I want to start working on the novel, even if I only get the characters and nothing else. Like, I don't want to put myself on a time crunch to like produce a whole novel. It's not, and it's gonna just put more pressure on me. So I think by saying start novel, like, that's so vague. Characters, the world, like outlining the chapters, like I can do any of them, still have reached that goal. Financial growth, and I am trying to pay off some of my debt, pay down my debt. I say pay down my debt because I'm one of those girls. I love Affirm, I love Afterpay, I love Klarna. Pay down those debts. I still have student loans that need to be paid, and like that, credit card bills. I want to pay it down, not pay it off. Since that, I know it's not realistic to pay it off in a year with the way I shop, with everything else going on in the world. Again, I was just furloughed for like 100 and something days and didn't have an income. So I know that it's not realistic for me to say pay off all my debt, but at least pay it down. Start making more payments on it. Be more strategic about the payments that I'm making on my debt. Also making the curve to start to move out. I'm 26. I do live at home. I graduated from college. I moved out immediately. I was living by myself a year, and honestly, I just hated the apartment I was in. I low-key hated the area I was in, so I was kind of just uncomfortable where I was. And then on top of that, my mom got sick, like, ended up just coming home, staying home. I've been home since. Yeah, I need to go to the next, like, after I turn 26 in May, 4 years away from 30. I need to get out. I need to get my own space. Like, we need to be realistic. So that is me working towards that now. I want to be move out by 2027. So I should be able to have like a deposit, a game plan by January 2027. That's the goal. Number 6 is travel and life expansion. I want to start traveling more in state. It is not realistic for me to be like, I'm going to get my passport tomorrow. I'm going to Italy in July. I'm just not that person. I know who I am. So I want to start traveling state to state. There's so much of the states I have not seen. I've lived in Maryland my entire life. I've been to Jersey because my dad's family lives in New York. I've been to Georgia because I spent my first year of college in Georgia. And I've been to Tennessee recently with my mom. And I've been to Florida twice. That's it. That's all. Oh, and I went to Vermont. That's it. That's all I've been. Like, it's so the United States to explore that I have not been. So I want to start traveling state to state, even if it's like 1 or 2 trips and that's it. Start maybe doing day trips. It's a lot of Maryland that I haven't seen. I mean, I'm always on time, like, try this restaurant in Glen Burnie or try this restaurant in Upper Marlboro, like that. And literally, the day out of it, go see it. Like, not make it bigger than it has to be. So that is my goal for that. But also my goal to get my passport this year. I want to have my passport by 2027. So then I can actually be comfortable enough to start planning international trips. Okay. Number 7 is business and brand elevation. So recently I started my own cheer site. It has like all my what I've used to start my program. It'll have my ebook on it. It even has gear from my cheer program, but I'm elite because a lot of my TikTok followers actually wanted to support. So I want to expand that, make it more cheer director and cheer coach friendly if I can, add more documents to it as the season goes on. When you're a coach, you're constantly learning. I'm learning every season, so there might be stuff to add later on. Last year, I created the brand Deco's Essential, which was my perfume brand. I kind of had like a big with it where I was at like festivals and selling stuff. And then I had where like I did nothing for months and the brand is pretty resistant at this point. So for 2026, I want to rebrand that brand. rename, overhaul everything. The foundation is still there. I have all my perfume like recipes and mixtures and everything like that. So all of that is done. It's more so just recreating everything. A lot of what would happen further down the line than for a business that's just starting. Going into 2027, I want to release a hair care line. With my locks, it is, everybody does their locks differently, I have realized. And I kind of figured out what works for me. I've ordered stuff online and formulated stuff that works specifically for me. I don't release anything until I'm 100% sure that I love the product. So I have been using them on me. So that'll be something that'll happen in like 2027, 2028. Plus, it's a little bit hard to have a perfume brand and a hair care brand, tiny room. That's going to have to wait till I move out so I have ample amount of space to manufacture all these items. So that is but at least having like an idea, having packaging design and everything like that is my goal for 2026. Number 8 is hobbies and overall joy. I want to try new things. I want to hang out more with my friends. I want to try new things that I maybe wouldn't have done before and do it on my own. Pottery, sourdough, writing, photography, doing stuff that just brings me happiness. Even if it's something that I do bi-monthly or once a quarter, just stuff that is purely for me and my enjoyment. Trying new things. That's all I want. And number 9 and the final pillar is content, creativity, and legacy. With that being said, these are things that I kind of already know that I can, because I did it in 2026. It's just doing it on a bigger. So my TikTok. This is the first year that I was 100% consistent on TikTok. I post like every day, twice a day, most of the time. And it is the most consistent I have been. Now that I'm consistently posting, it's time to gain that following. And I really want to work towards that for the new year. With YouTube, I'm not more concerned with growing a following as is actually posting content. TikTok is easy. I can make quick little videos and throw them together. Making long-winded content, editing it, filming it, promoting it is a completely different ball game. So for 2026, I just want to make sure I'm consistently posting on YouTube. I don't care about the followers and the subscribers and everything else. I just want to make sure I'm posting, even if I'm only posting for me, as long as the content is as long as I'm getting that editing practice, that recording practice, I'm going to be happy with myself. And I want to be able to share like my journey with everybody, whether it be on TikTok or YouTube. So those are the goals. Final notes, going into 2026, my biggest plan is just to be more intentional with things maybe I was already doing, things I've always wanted to do, or things that I should have been doing from the beginning. Being more intentional makes it so these don't feel like things that I just have to check off a checklist. It's things that'll actually help me throughout the year, things I can work on past this year, and not just things like I check off and they're done. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. I'm super excited to give my channel the love and nourishment it deserves for 2026. Tune in for the next video, guys.
On the next episode of DaishaXO, we are Girl Talk Moment. We're going to talk everything from skincare, body care, to permanent makeup. Make sure you tune in next week.